This is my rack, and last month my rack did get a new compressor. It's the Stam Audio SA-76. It was sent to me by the guys from Stam Audio. Joshua is his name, and he asked me in exchange for the unit to make a review about it. So that's what I'm going to do, and to disclose everything, he just sent me the unit. There wasn't any money exchanged to change my opinion, and I'm also completely free to say about it whatever I want to say. So, with that said, let's get started. So what is the SA-76? It looks like a Uri. There are a few people in the comments that are saying that I'm not pronouncing Uri right, but in Holland we say Uri. It's a Uri 1176 clone, and it's a clone of the blue stripe Uri. That's also the reason why there is a blue stripe on it, which is also known as the revision A. And a sensible way to demo this unit is by comparing it to a real Uri 1176. But it's not completely fair to do that. Sound Vision Studio, behind this wall, has got an 1176, but that one is a revision D, and the very important difference between a revision A and a revision D is that a revision A uses transistors, where a revision D uses FETs, and actually the whole circuitry is completely different. So, as much as I want to compare it, I don't think it's a fair comparison, and I'm not going to do that. Instead, I simply want to show you guys the unit as a separated unit. Because it doesn't really matter if it compares up to the revision A or not. It simply sounds awesome, and it's a great addition to my studio. It's just a great compressor, and even if we look at the price of what this thing costs you $690. Not 690,000 or something, no, $690. If you want to wait until they make the next batch, it's even cheaper. It's $590, which is really cheap if you look at what you get for it. Because to be honest, this thing outperforms every single plugin there is in every single way there is. So let me explain this first by looking at the build quality. If we open up the unit, I'm not really sure if Joshua likes that I'm doing this, but if we open up the unit, what we see from the inside is a hand-built unit. It's all hand-built in Chile. They're all using high-quality components and custom-made transformers in order to give this thing its own unique character. So the build quality is pretty good, and that's very important for an analog unit. Because if you buy an analog unit, you want it to last for over 30 years. And I'm pretty sure that this thing could do that. You need to replace the caps by then, but I think this thing will last 30 years. Which I've never seen a piece of software do, because software gets unsupported faster than you can blink with your eyes. So eat that, software junkies. And another place where it outperforms the plugins is with the sound. So let me show you all this. I got a vocal from a recording from Sound Vision Studio, which I of course have permission to use. Big shout out and thanks to George for lending me this vocal so I can run it to the SA-76.
Unspoken words, but you always understand me. Heartbroken girl, and you're always there to help me. And please, let's cherish memories about our lives, our journeys. My dearest friend, you're the fingers to my hand, the teeth behind my smile, the one that understands. And after all these years and all the things we went through, I just want to say a very simple thank you. You can see it as a hide and seek. There comes a day that you will find me. But in the meantime, do everything you wanna do. And then all I wanna hear from you are all the stories you went through. And to be fair, I pretend I wasn't there.
So it also works great on bass guitar. So let's also show you some bass guitar through it. And last but not least, it works great on kick, of course. So let's run a few kicks through this thing. So that's it for the unit. I want a second one, maybe even a third one, or a stereo version of this one, because it's really versatile and I really like to have this color in my studio. So I'm a big fan of it, and I will link to Stam Audio below. So with that being said, I want to end this video over here. Thanks a lot to Stam Audio for sponsoring this unit. It will stay in my rack until my studio burns down, gets flooded, or I die. And it will still be in my rack by then. So, if you hated that I got this unit sponsored for this review, consider supporting me on Patreon, because if I earn enough money through Patreon, I will buy these units myself so that I can still review them. Also, check out one of my other videos, because that's also generating a tiny bit of income. Yeah. Bye bye.